Welcome back to Pendor and our Ironman challenge. We're currently in the Noldor tournament. I am in the second round right here, and we're going to be seeing if we can survive. I have a two-handed sword. Oh dear. Oh, never mind. Okay, Lethal Durin apparently does not have any HP whatsoever, and Alyssa also doesn't, so that's easy enough to get by. Okay, this might be a bit more problematic. Can't believe I hit that guy from here. Come on, get him. Get him, friendly unit, whoever you are. I don't know who you are or anything, but hopefully you're gonna be... Oh dear. Okay, well this is bad. Don't know whether you can tell, but this is actually bad. Yes, took them down. Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, that was actually just about to be an absolute death right there. Really, really fast death. Anyone else? Ooh, okay. Phew. I gotta say, this tournament is much, much closer and more intense than the last one. He must be trying harder. Alright, let's do this. 2 versus 2. I have a bow once again, and I guess I'll just shoot this guy in the face twice, and then we'll just try and kill the other one. Ah, the horse! I'm doing damage to the horse. I really don't want to for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that, but okay. Just gotta aim a little bit higher, I guess. And now I'm going to miss all the time because I aim higher. Yeah, it's great. Okay, there you go. Easy enough. Yeah, personally, I find that starting with a bow, even though generally a lot of people will suggest, if you're going to be doing the Noldor tournament, to not use your bow against the Noldor because they are just so good and so proficient. But personally, I feel like using the bow, if you have a good amount of proficiency in power draw, if you can strafe a little bit from side to side to kind of, you know, keep them off balance a little bit with their aim, then you're going to be absolutely fine. Anyway, 2 teams with 1 fighter each. Let's do this. Oh dear. Ah! Oh dear. This is bad. It's kind of hilarious how he's a... how he's got a shield. But, you know, if they had given me like a dagger or something like that instead of the obligatory club, then I would have been in a really bad situation. Okay, there you go. We actually have some beautiful armor pieces for our trouble right there. So let's have a look. I actually have space this time around. Can you imagine? Yes, I actually have space. And wow, yeah, we've got some good boots right there. And the gloves are actually not as good as what I was wearing previously. So that is kind of a bit disappointing. But as I've said, the rewards for the tournament are pre-rolled. So there is no... you know, there's nothing I can do about it, basically. So there you go. Anyway, no doubt you've already seen how much cash I have in my inventory. I have about 155,000, and there's a reason for that. Tournaments. Yes, just been doing tournaments in the 15 days from the previous episode to this one, because I wanted to start off with a Noldor tournament. And I'm going to actually buy this reinforced Noldor Enchanted Shield. I personally feel like it is going to be insanely good for us. As you can see, it's got almost 10 more resistance. It has a really good speed rating as well. Its size is decent. Not as good as I would really like, but it's almost, well, it is basically double the amount of HP, kind of. And yeah, so we're going to be buying that for 45,000. And this is actually my horse, by the way. I don't think I actually showed this horse in the previous episode, but this is my horse now. It is, in my opinion, really, really good. The only thing better is probably something like this, or a spirited one, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to be doing that. And I think I should probably have the ability to now go back to our knighthood order, to the Kraken cultists, because I've actually been looking around for unique spawns as well, and I literally... Oh, there's a mismounted army. Okay, well, that's not really a big deal, but anyway. And I haven't been able to find any unique spawns, and the unique spawns that I have been able to find have been absolutely useless. they've been things like the Dread Legion, because there was a tournament in Ethos, and I thought, hey, you know what, let's go and check on the Dread Legion real quick. Yeah, that was basically a waste of time, because those guys have over 1,000 units in their army at the moment. It looks like they've literally been untouched. Seems like they are so powerful that they've just destroyed everyone in their path. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Also, Barilgi the Usurper has spawned into the game actually quite a while ago, and he is kind of insane. I took a look at some of his units, and well, basically he has these units called Omen Seekers, and they are basically horse archers with some really, really deadly ranged abilities. And well, let's just say that we probably don't want to fight that guy unless he's a little bit weakened, and again, he has about 800 to 900 units. So he's also not going to be someone that we'll be fighting anytime soon. Otherwise, anyone else around here? Well, there's not really anyone in Fyhrr's Vein territory right now, which is kind of weird. I would have expected them to have a couple, well, heretic armies. I mean, yeah, that's basically all that is here. But I haven't been able to find the 3 seers. Wait a minute, what's that? What is that? That's just another basic heretic army. Okay, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, anyway, the 3 seers are going to be too difficult for us as well. I did find a 3 seers patrol and attempted to kill them for the Doom Mace, but as I've said before, the Doom Mace is very rare, and it's going to be very unlikely that you're going to be able to get it from looting. But I was able to kill one of the possessed Doom Guides 2nd or 3rd in the battle. So I thought, hey, you know, that might actually give us a pretty decent shot. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. So anyway, is there anything else? Okay, so here you've posted a bounty. Okay, so I guess we'll just do some bounties and stuff like that, because there's not really much else for me to do in Pendor at this point, with the exception of maybe joining as a vassal. But I don't really want to join as a vassal just yet. I would like to join as a vassal when we have a little bit more cash. Oh, look at that. We've actually declared war against the Bacchus Empire. That might make sense. Maybe we want to do something about that, but I'm going to go up to Vanskiri territory, because personally I feel like fighting Vanskiris is much more fun than fighting Singalians, even though the Singalians might give us more renown rewards. But I personally feel like the Vanskiris are going to be much easier to deal with, and we have no food. That is pretty awful of me, isn't it? Okay, so let's just buy a whole bunch of food. And we got a lot of space right now because of our wonderful inventory management that we spec'd into in the previous episode. So yeah, anyway, yeah, this guy, no, we've got actually a full party as well, by the way, because Frederick, who I sent off to get us some right to rule, came back with a whole bunch of units. As you can see, he came back with regular crossbows, great swords, and forlorn hopes, those insanely powerful two-handed infantry that we saw Oberst Heinrich use. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to have a couple of those. Unfortunately, it is just a couple. I would have preferred to have many more, but of course many units in Pendor are extremely good with their archery and long-range proficiencies. So maybe it's not even necessary, to be fair. Anyway, apart from that, I think I'll probably be attempting to do more tournaments if I can actually find them. I have also been running around. Oh, there's a Jatu Outcast Rider. That's actually kind of interesting, because we need a Jatu Outcast Rider to come with us for the horse repairing guy. You know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense, I know. But basically, in the old hideout, you can find a Jatu Outcast Rider, and you can bring that guy to the hideout, and then he will become the horse wrangler guy that will repair lame horses back to their normal state, which is actually kind of cool. Not entirely sure why you'd need it, because you could just put them in your inventory, and then you could, you know, get your wound treatment to work on them. So that's a bit strange, but otherwise, yeah, we're not really gaining a huge amount of cash right now because I have such a large party, and my party is mainly consisting of cavalry units. But of course, there's a good reason for that, because cavalry is generally quite strong in Pendor for the most part. So we're just going to be fighting some Vanskiris here. I'm probably going to go off-screen a little bit as well, because you probably don't want to see me just fighting Vanskries in this entire episode. That would probably not be too good. However, I don't know whether you noticed, but I did spend my other Qualis gem, because of course I did spend one in the previous episode, and I spent one off screen as well. And basically I'm just going to go for the Archon elixirs, because of course this is an Ironman challenge, so speccing into more strength and everything, especially charisma as well, is going to be really, really important and very useful as well. And hopefully I will be able to either get 21 charisma from the potions, or I will be able to get it from the level up. Because here's the thing, I don't really want to spec into charisma myself with my own skill point, because I'd much prefer to spec into intelligence and gain that extra little bit. And that would definitely make more sense as well. But anyway, we're just going to put these things in the loot here, just so that people can, you know, take whatever they want. And then we'll just take the rest and sell that. Oh, we actually got some stuff here. Oh yeah, never mind. Can't take any of that, of course. So yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is I'll fight some Vanskries off screen for the moment. And I'll see if I can... oh yeah, I actually collected taxes for this guy. And I haven't actually spoken to him just yet. Oh well, never mind. I don't really need to actually even hand this back. So, his loss, I guess. Alright, so here we go. We're actually going to be fighting some Singalians here. I came all the way over to Deshar territory to do this, because I just couldn't find any other Vanskries. And the only other Vanskrie party I could find was 2 parties that joined together to fight me. And it was basically just like 70, 80 of them. And now we are up against a very large party indeed. And this is going to be something that I am very much looking forward to. And I don't know how to fight this, really. I guess we're just going to go to the top of the hill here. But the thing is that they're going to be so incredibly fast to get here that it is probably not really going to work out to my advantage to do this instead of retreating backwards. But it could also take them quite a bit of time to get to the top of this hill, which is my hope. So let's see how that goes. Anyway, let's get infantry there, archers here, cavalry can just go over there, I think. And we'll see how that goes. I have been using my bow quite a bit, getting a bit more used to using it on horseback as well, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, well, the thing is that I'm never going to hit any of these guys from here, because they're moving and I'm terrible. So it's just kind of, you know, double whammy kind of situation, so it's probably not going to work out too well. But maybe I can kill a couple of their horses or something. Yeah, oh no, there we go. We actually did get a hit. Very nice. And that increased my proficiency a little bit more as well, which I think is decent. But yeah, as long as I can hit something, I don't really mind. As long as it's something that is actually helpful, you know, because if I don't hit anything, then I'm not contributing at all to the fight, and that is kind of bad. Anyway, these spearmen are just going to die super easily because, let's face it, they have no shields. If I could actually hit them. There we go. Not too bad. Take them all down. Thank you very much. And this guy's actually wanted to kill me. Are you serious? Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll just deal with their spearmen separate to their horse archers, which is exactly what I wanted to do, because of course the horse archer AI is going to react in exactly the same way every single time. They're just going to tell them to go in a circle, and them going in a circle is absolutely fine. I think that's a very effective strategy actually for horse archers to do, because then they can actually fire at you all the time and they can do significant damage that way. However, the one problem with that is that it leaves their infantry completely unguarded. And it is so easy for us to kill their infantry as a result of them just leaving them out in the middle of nowhere. Especially considering their infantry don't have shields. So it is quite easy to deal with them. Anyway, we're just going to get our archers into a nicer position here. And I'm going to try, if I can, to maybe see if we can... yeah, this is problematic in more than one way. Yes, okay, well, I'm going to just try and head off a couple of the enemies. I have no more arrows, by the way, so I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Ow. Yeah, I really don't like horse archers. Yes, horse archers are always my bane. And ever since, you know, I started playing Warband way back, horse archers have always been a thorn in my side, because they are just consistently good at what they do. And this is even without Horse Archer AI in the original Warband, you know, because there were no sub-mods at that point, or at least there were, but I didn't know about them. Anyway, I'm taking some much more considerable damage than I really need to, which is pretty bad. Let's see if I can actually survive this. If I can survive this, I will be very pleased. Let's tell everyone to charge in. And wow, that's a lot of people running all over the place, basically not knowing what the hell is going on. Yes, I lost a Doom Guide there. Yeah, we're losing quite a few people. That is to be expected, you know? That is to be expected. I don't really mind too much about losing anyone at this point. Even those Doom Guides, that's absolutely fine. Don't really mind. And we'll see if we can... do I need to help here? I kind of don't want to, because I am so low in HP. I literally get shot once more and I'm dead. So, you know, it would probably be a better idea not to die. And you know what? I'm gonna call my people. Should I call my people back? Oh, no. Oh, I really want to kill this guy. Oh, no, there we go. We took out his horse at the very least. Okay, so I'm gonna call my people, and we're gonna take them over here. Gotta be careful, because there is a guy here that will no doubt want to kill me. Let's see if I can do something with him. Maybe. If I had some arrows, I would be able to. Yeah, I don't think I can really risk that, to be honest. Can't really risk going after him. Or maybe I can if he comes towards me. There we go. I think you're dead now. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, wow. That is kind of impressive of him, wasn't it? Okay, very impressive. Okay, so we're just going to tell everyone to charge in right here. Just going to recharge them in, if you know what I mean. And hopefully that is going to result in a decisive victory for us. It's actually not very decisive at all. Don't tell anyone. Yes. Okay. Phew. Now I can get a bit of a breather of being on the side of the map. And we can kind of just... Oh, it seems like I'm running into the invisible walls here. That's not very good. Alright, let's see what I can do. Take him out. There we go. And there's a whole bunch of them over here. This is not actually very good to be here, to be honest. So, guess I'm just going to go this way. You know what? This guy wants to kill me. I mean, they all do, you know. There we go. We did some damage. We did 48 damage to him, which is pretty decent. But I'm actually just going to continue moving, because even though he's off his mount right now, he is still going to be pretty dangerous. If he has like a javelin or a spear of some kind, then it's going to be very, very tricky for us to deal with him. But it seems like most of my forces are actually okay here. And yeah, Singalians, everyone. Singalians. They're pretty good, you know. They're not something to sniff at, that's for sure. They can do a lot of damage, and they almost took me down. There you go. 23 renown for us. We did lose a couple of these guys. As I've said, I really don't mind about losing any units at this point, because as we progress further into the game, we will be awarded our custom knighthood order, and that thing is just going to murder everything. It doesn't really matter what happens right now. This is just a means to an end, basically. Anyway, we're just going to get some people upgraded, and I'll just take some things to sell, of course. And yeah, I've still got a little bit of space, I guess. Woohoo! Here we go, here we go. Okay, so they do have a couple of people that we will be able to rescue here. Fears of a noble. Do I want anything else, really? Heavy skirmishers are pretty fun, I suppose. Spear maidens, I think, become something really fun, too. And I have quite a bit of space, so I guess I might as well just take all of the Fearsvein units. I'll take a heretic minion as well, because I think the heretic minion does become... Yeah, it does become a worshipper, and then the worshipper will become a heretic magnus, as far as I'm aware. So that's actually really nice. And I think that's it. And now we have returned to Windhelm. I've just sold my prisoners to Ordis right there, and we gained almost 6,000 dinars for it, which is actually pretty nice. Anyway, we're going to go into the into the castle. They wish it was a tavern. Anyway, I have bounties to claim. Yes, there we go. 24 rank points, 6,500. Good amount of relation. And I wonder whether we're going to get a promotion. Should probably sell some of this stuff before we actually progress onward, because you never know whether they're going to give me some stuff. And I would hate to miss out on it a second time. Let's buy some honey as well, just to give ourselves a little bit of extra morale. Yep, there we go. They did actually give us some stuff. Fantastic. So we are now a knight of the Order of the Kraken cultists, and I could technically do more challenging tasks now, but I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. Definitely not going to do that. So let's take a look. Okay, so the Kraken mask is actually worse than what I am wearing currently. However, the Kraken plate mail, oh yes, that looks so stylish. Thank you very much for that. And also the Kraken shield, looking pretty nice. Look at this. It's got 85 size, 18 resistance. Of course, it is nowhere near the amount of resistance or HP that the reinforced Noldor Enchanted Shield has, but I'm a bit worried about the size of the Noldor Enchanted Shield, because at the moment it is 48 times 120. Of course, 120 is the length of the shield. However, 48, I assume, is the width, and that is actually a bit worrying to me, because even though I have a pretty sizable shield skill, you know, I think I've got 7 or something in shield, that is giving me, I think it's like 8% or something like that, 8% increase every single time in terms of size and resistance and all that wonderful stuff to a shield. So even though it's doing that, don't know whether the size is really that good in comparison to this, which has an overall size of 85. So of course I can still be shot in my legs, kind of, maybe, you know, because it's not fully covering me like the Noldor Enchanted Shield is, but something to think about for sure. Anyway, these things are going to be given to some of my companions in the next battle that I partake in, and otherwise I think that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.